Hello. Oh, I need to fix the screen. It is not lined up properly. Hold on 1 second here. Why is it not lined up properly? Why is it not lined up properly?
But also hello.
But hello, everyone. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not lined up properly on my screen.
Hello from the weird
Everything
corner.
got switched around. Why is everything weird? I'll be back, y'all. I don't know why my settings got screwed up. I'll be right back. There we go. Look, it's a whole setup. Of course I say that, and now Lauren isn't here. But you know what? The screens are right. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thousand Faces presents Go Buff Yourself and the Wylde Beyond. As always, I am Ethan, your dungeon master for this wacky little adventure that we're going to be telling here, and I am joined by the 6 members of the Wild Things. Let's go around and say hi to them. Playing Bodhi, we have Lauren. Hi. Playing Wraught, we have Joe.
Every time you follow this channel, Wraught gets her wings again.
Yeah, let's go with that. Hey! Oh, Full Shot, thank you so much for gifting some subs. What a great way to start off the stream.
I have so many wings now!
Yeah, all the wings. Just 5 sets of wings on Wrought's back. Melon is played by Morgan.
You got any food?
No, I wish. Otto, played by Mav.
Hey, just let you know your booty looking real thick today, so
Take a look.
proud of you. Fuck yes.
Yeah, my dude, that's a new one. I'll take it. You know what?
How dare you?
For complimenting the booty, take 2.
Eat cheek, baby.
Everyone is looking at everyone. Yes, bribing the DM works. Why is this a mystery?
So what's it going to cost to bump me up to level 8?
Hey, Ethan, what if I order you guys pizza?
Well, let's get it delivered. I'll evaluate it, and we'll see. Kieren is played by Sarah.
Now I have the every time we touch, I get this feeling stuck in my head because...
And V, or Ivana, is played by Sally.
Hello.
Perfect. A few preliminary little housekeeping things to get out of the way before we jump in. If you enjoy this, please give the Twitch channel here a follow. If you really enjoy it, a sub. Or if you want to keep up with all of the stories we are telling, you can follow us at Go Buff Yourself anywhere and listen to all of our stories on Go Buff Yourself anywhere you get podcasts. Spotify, YouTube, all you gotta do, search Go Buff Yourself, and there is a lot on there, including our current flagship game on the podcast, Lords of Sin. Then again, the right game might also be a podcast. We just haven't gotten to that one yet. Who knows? It's a wide world of stories out there. This is an 18+ stream for drug use, legally, in and out of game, potential dark content, and certainly adult language. With all of that said, let's go ahead and run that intro video so that we can get into session 67, or 64, still impressive. I've seen way too many memes about 67, apparently. It's just in my head.
That's
60.
how we get the kids to eat.
That's how we get the younger generation. Yeah, it's just always, it's episode 67. Forever. But episode 64
that's called edging.
of the Wylde Beyond. Let's do it. And we are back.
Making our way.
When we last left the wild things in the Feywild wintry realm of Yawn, the six of you were traveling through the Flickerstorm Mountains in order to eventually make your way towards Arctis Tor, or the Winter Palace, where you have heard some interesting reports about Queen Mab, the Queen of the Winter Court, and her new advisor, Zabilna, a name that was familiar to a few of you. The process of traversing the mountains is far from easy. Steep climbs, large chasms crossable only by rickety rope and wood bridges, which you all dealt with that struggle through some incredible rolls and incredibly risky behavior, including Otto hanging upside down by his feet to partially repair the broken bridge. Once everyone, including Juniper the Owlbear, through a rope-rigged harness system, managed to cross this plummeting chasm, you traveled for a few more hours in the mountains and then had to deal with one of the most treacherous natural occurrences here in the Snowy Mountains, an avalanche. In the process of trying to escape this crush of white powdered death flying your way, Bodhi the Turtle and Juniper the Owlbear were buried. Then, soon after, with Melon, Otto, and V getting buried under the avalanche, but with V getting smacked in the head by a not huge, but sizable chunk of rock in the process, knocking her to unconsciousness. Wraught and Kieren, who managed to stay above the crush, managed to locate and dig out their friends quickly enough that Wraught was able to use her dragon breath to partially free V, and with Melon pulling himself free, went dashing towards V just in time to heal her wounds as the red was starting to spread in the white snow here. With everyone safely freed from being buried or partially buried in the avalanche, you all found a place to take shelter because you had been traveling for quite a while. The place that you found was nothing fancy. It's simply a section of the mountainside that has a good size overhang that makes it so that it's not as high with snow underneath here, and at least when the wind blows from a couple directions, you get some windbreak from the mountains. And we left with you all limping your way to this shelter, and that's exactly where we pick up. We pick up with you all in the cold, in the biting wind, a few of you a little worse for today's travels, and getting a little bit of rest and shelter. So, wild things, what you doing?
Fuck. This place sucks.
I think that can be agreed on by everybody since the start.
I think that it's going to be best if we get a fire going, hang up some skins if we have any. I feel fine and can fly. She shakes some of the snow off her wings. For a few more minutes, I can go hunt us something to eat.
And I'm doing just fine too. The rest of you got smacked, so if y'all want to start taking a nap once we get a fire or something, I can start with keeping watch.
No, I can hunt. It'll be fine.
You just got hit by an avalanche.
Yeah.
I will not be hunting. Nope. No, sorry, I'm gonna sit right here, myself, and myself right here. And it's gonna pull Juniper, like put both of his hands in her feathery fur and push her over, kind of like he's fluffing a pillow, and he just nestles in.
Melon, why don't you set up shelter? You're good at that.
Actually, watch this. I'm gonna do something new that just happened with the first level called Wild Cunning.
So this is, before you do this, just as a housekeeping matter for all of you listening or watching, in between last session and this session, the wild things leveled up from level 6 to level 7. So, with that said, Melon.
You kind of see is like any and all of the flora and fauna he's got on him just kind of goes black and white. And little motes appear, and they just start rummaging through everyone's bags and setting up camp.
Bodhi rubs his eyes upon seeing this. Oh, am I? And he reaches back. He's like, no, the mushroom's still there. What the fuck is that?
So one of the features is I can have them, essentially, I send out spirits to bring back wood for a fire and set up a campsite in the area using our own supplies.
What feature is this?
It's Wild Cunning. It's a first level. It's way more. It's just utility over anything.
Wild Cunning. Very cool. That's awesome. So, as the flora on you goes monochrome and these little lights, little spirits, just like you said, start going through and opening up people's bags, pulling out people's bedrolls, getting them set up here, taking furs and draping them over a strung line to provide you all a bit of shelter and more windbreak from the opposite side, and to cover up any light you might produce from any fire. Incredible.
Wish that you also build the fire.
Yes, the fire itself is just getting, like, these little spirits go out and...
The warmth of summer starting it.
About 3 minutes after the first little train of these spirits is sent out, the rest of you see just... At first it looks like floating on the wind until you're able to see the tiny, translucent spirits once again, as they are just, one by one, bringing small pieces of kindling, little scraps of bushes and trees that are able to actually survive clinging onto the mountain up here. And just a small train as one piece of kindling, a small twig, a bigger piece is deposited, and eventually a fire made and lit, and it catches, and you all have light and warmth and a cooking fire.
Before Wraught heads out to hunt, Kai's going to pull the monocle out of his pocket and flip to her like a coin. All yours. Don't think I need it anymore, weirdly enough. Maybe it's all the carrots we've been eating recently, but you know what? I feel like my eyesight's got a little bit better in the...
I thought that was like some kind of like war thing that turned out to not actually be true.
I'm not smart enough to know about that shit, but I'm just gonna trust the carrots. So with the whole, being a warlock thing, I now have Devil's Sight. I have dark vision out to 120 feet now.
That is so cool.
I'll fit the monocle. All right, boys. No wild stripper parties without me. Be good. Don't do crimes. I'll be back if I can find something to feed you guys.
Do you want a second set of eyes or no?
Sit your ass down.
Okay.
I actually want to try to trip Melon a little bit so that he just kind of flops over in the snow and sit on him.
Got it. Easily done.
Am I in trouble again? This only happens when you
stand up.
Oh.
I'm going to keep watch from here.
He's just gonna essentially log. Just
Wraught,
arms straight down, just face.
if you're trying to go out and hunt, Could you please make me a survival check?
I think I have a few minutes. Well, actually, no. It's probably been more than 10 minutes since I cast Fly to start digging people out and avoid the avalanche, so I probably am just going to have to hoof it. Darn! Feet.
You want to use my boots?
I don't have time to attune to your boots. Go to bed.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. Are you looking for plants that you could eat, or are you looking for...
If I don't find an animal, then, tree bark is sometimes edible or can be, stewed for tea. So the only time I would actually, actively look for plants in this wasteland of a winterland would be if I don't find anything else.
You find the sign. You don't find them themselves, but you find goat sign. You see the small hoof print indentations in the snow, a pile of droppings that's maybe about 15-20 minutes old. If you want to pursue and track them to try to hunt them down, you absolutely can.
Since I know that my party is hurt and hungry, I think I'm going to press on my chest and cast Fly on myself again, so those black tendrils come out and give me the muscular support in my wings I usually lack. And I'll take to the air high up so that I can find the goats faster.
Love that. Could you do me a favor? Could you please make a second survival check, this one with advantage?
A 16 and a 4.
Okay. With a 16, you flying, the wind and snow in your eyes, it's still not easy going and easy hunting, but a overhead line of sight, very advantageous. And so you spot them. How do you take out and hunt down one of these goats?
I want to see if there's one lagging a little, or one who's fatter, maybe, or even pregnant, let's be real. And the goal is going to be to come down really, really fast at a sharp angle, grab it, and rock it back up again, and then drop it. To kill it.
Incredible. You come diving down, and the goats go scattering, and you manage to pick off one, lift him into the air, and just wild-eyed looking up at you as you let go. Could you also roll me a d8, please? Two? As you land back near where the corpse of the goat is to sling it over your shoulder, grab it, and get ready to take off, you notice that near where it dropped, there is obviously a lot of snow, but there is a smaller rocky section poking out of the snow, and you can see growing on that stone. They almost look like clovers, but they're pure white, just blowing in the wind here. And with that survival check, looking at them and just getting close to it and giving a sniff where you get a bit of a minty aroma, you feel like these should be edible. Might be good for seasoning the goat with, maybe could be eaten on its own.
And even if it's not, Bodhi might like it. So I'll spend a minute or two using my claws to gently try to scrape some of it off the rock.
Now, after doing that, your last survival check was a 16, which was very good and good enough to catch this goat. But it's not good enough to avoid one more survival check, and that is one final survival check to find your way back. This is not with advantage. This is just a normal survival roll, please.
Can I make it an intelligence check because I would know which direction I flew from?
Sure, we can do that instead.
I am a book person, not a wilderness person.
Very fair.
$14 plus 3 for a 17.
17.
But I also have a -2 strength. It's going to be... I'm going to fly it back if I can, but it's going to be horrible, like half-dragging fly.
You manage to, after working a little bit, you get some lift and manage to take stock of your surroundings, and there is a stomach-sinking moment as you're looking around and don't recognize which way to go.
Fuck.
And it is like just a few moments after you feel this oh shit that you spot just the smallest streak of smoke rising.
Just a little flavor.
Oh, hit me.
Can I see one of the... I'm looking around. I've completely forgotten because in the hassle of dropping the goat again, I got spun around. And as I'm looking around, a little tiny moat spirit carrying a stick drifts by.
Perfect.
And I go, oh, fuck yes.
You're looking around, no idea where to go for a moment, and then you just see this small train of, again, what looks like floating twigs as these little helpful spirits are keeping the fire fed. And you are able to use that to
Melon,
guide
you're
your
a
way.
saint.
Now, cutting back to the rest of you, Wraught is going to be gone for about 35 minutes hunting. Is there anything the rest of you would be wanting to do during that time?
Yes.
Hit me.
So Bodhi is nestled up against Juniper's body, and he's just listening and feeling the rise and fall of her breath. And he just stares at the fire that's built, thinking to himself, man, this moment right here, this warm fire, my friends, reunited. What a beautiful thing. But he thinks to himself, it can only be made better if I could talk to Juniper. And he just hopes, with all hopes, and he just puts out into his mind, Juniper. And she answers back. He utilizes beast sense.
You do.
Beast bond.
Mm-hmm.
So as he's been staring into this fire, he's just been concentrating on this wish, this notion that he could communicate with her, like Melon can. And on his own, he doesn't want to have to rely on Melon to be able to talk to her, and he knows it's a drain on him. He says, you could just Juniper?
Where is your beast bond feature? I see speak with animals. I just want to make sure.
It is a first level spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have both.
Got it. I was looking for a feature.
Everybody's getting so magical.
You just wish and want this connection to happen. And as you are wishing it, you just hear, Bodhi, you okay?
And he
From
just
Juniper.
looks directly at her actual face, looks her up and down, and in his mind goes, but you see his eyes squint. Juniper?
And she just
doesn't say it out loud.
gives a bobbing nod of her giant owlbear head.
All of the color goes out of his face as he just eyes wide at her, and she just hears in her mind the screaming, holy shit! This is so fucking cool! No way! Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. What are your favorite foods right now? Do you have a favorite color? Can you see in color? Oh my god, can you tell me whether or not mushrooms or plants or poisons or otherwise?
You get this level of just manic excitement, and you know when you go up to a dog who is very calm, but then you start acting very rambunctious and excited, and even though that dog has no idea why they are also now excited, they are. Juniper is exactly in that same empathic style way as you start, oh my gosh, she just leaps up and starts like galumphing around, just super excited with you, and is bouncing up and down, and just, I don't know, I've never had any mushrooms, what was that? I don't know what that is. Just trying to match your excitement as much as she can.
We are going to be able to have so many talks, and then he's gonna close out this conversation by putting his head on her forehead and just rustling.
Kieren?
As this is happening, Kai's gonna lean over to Otto. You're seeing this too, right? Is Bodhi having a stroke? Did he get like?
Genius!
Did he? I'm whispering this. Did he get hit in the head with the rock in the avalanche? Because I'm getting a little bit worried about him.
No, he didn't. V did. I think he was talking to Juniper like he did beforehand, but Melon didn't help him.
Melon, did you do a thing again? I'm taking that as a no.
Bodhi?
Yo. Yeah, man.
Are you able to talk to Juniper now?
You see that? I didn't even have to open, and he's gonna kind of like walk towards you, and he's all excited. His eyes are all wide, his arms are wide. All I did was I said, oh, Bodhi, you want to talk to Juniper so bad, and then I did without even using my mouth. Fucking sweet.
I mean, it is. It's pretty cool.
As Bodhi is like so happy, so excited explaining this to you, Otto, you notice right around Bodhi's feet and partially on his shell, these small, like 2.5-inch tall flowers just pop into existence, some sprouting out of the snow right at his boot-covered turtle feet, some growing on his moss-covered shell, and all of them have on their flowery blooms these big smiling faces, and their stems stretch like arms that are stretching out. Ah! And then as Bodhi laughs, they all start to laugh as well. And then after just about 8 seconds, their arms cross and they start to shiver. And then they just kind of shrink back away.
I'm having the stroke, never mind.
Oh, okay. It looks like you made some. You look like you made some new friends too there, bud.
Did you have inappropriate relations with that dandelion knight that we met in the last realm?
No, but I could have hit it if I wanted to. But I'm just saying.
Man.
I'm just saying, guys. Once I found my last thing, and he gestures to Juniper, all kinds of cool shit is happening. He's gonna pull a joint out from his shell. He's gonna put it in his mouth, and he's just going to light his thumb, and a flame comes to the end of his thumb. You see what I mean? We're embracing it. Super freaked out right now, but embracing it. As he is able to produce flame at will now.
Bodhi? And this is Juniper.
Oh, yeah.
And she kind of bumps up against you,
Okay.
her head rubbing up against you. And you hear her voice slightly quaver as she asks you, "Are you real?"
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm real. And he immediately turns his attention away and just reaches his hand out to make contact with her body. Yeah, see? And oh, I'm real. I'm here. You okay?
These last few days just haven't felt real. Now getting to talk to you more, it's like everything that I've been hoping for so long has come true, and I just don't know if I can trust it.
Oh, man. Totally fucking get that. Waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? And it will. Oh, buddy, it probably will. It almost just did. Do you see all that snow? Of course, you were right there. But
I don't know anything about
okay.
shoes or dropping. Well,
What
I don't know
I mean
anything about
is
shoe
that-
droppings. I know about other droppings, but whatever droppings we go through, as long as we can go through it together, I'm happy.
he's gonna put both hands out and then just kind of bury his arms in his head, in her neck, and just say out loud to her, "No matter what, I got you. Won't let anything happen."
Did you say that? Did you say I was your lost thing? What does that mean?
Oh, that's. You know how. How do I say this? The time I got to spend with you is the first big time that I really felt like me. I felt like I was complete, you know? And then with Candlefoot, when you went away, it was hard for me to find that trust, that love, that friendship. And I think I've been searching for that even for myself in my own heart for a long time. And finding you helped me realize that's what I needed. You're my last thing. I lost you. But now you're here. I'll never lose you again.
You never lost me.
Yes, yes. And he's just gonna bury in.
Is there any food?
And he's gonna pull away slowly. And go back to his friends. Anybody else got any cool shit that's happening out here?
And about that time, Wraught, you
guys hear a
managed to-
really ugly, huffing, flapping noise outside. And she kind of collapses in a somersault covered in frozen blood and goat fur.
Oh.
Ethan, important question.
hit me.
Is it the same goat that's been harassing us for like the last 2 episodes?
This is not Jerry. I
Roll,
believe
come
Jerry
on,
was his
roll for
name.
Jerry.
Jerry
At least
is
roll for
a
Jerry.
returning
Ethan,
villain.
If I roll a nat 20, can it be Jerry?
Yes.
No, Jerry's
if you
gonna be
roll a
the
nat 20 publicly.
It has to be publicly online. That's the only way we let it.
Doing it now.
Yep. There's 1/20 chance this happens, y'all. I'll give
Never
anything a
cursed
1
by
in
Jerry
20
again.
chance.
Come on, come on,
So
come
close.
on. Come on.
18.
18! No, this is not Jerry, this is Larry. Unfortunately.
His twin
So-
brother.
who...
Sturdy's gonna be down to get revenge.
Yeah, now Jerry is a bloodthirsty goat out seeking revenge.
We joke about that. Ethan would totally do it.
Yeah,
though.
don't worry. New big bad evil guy. Anything?
I got it.
Oh,
Ta-da!
Well, dinner's here.
Can you
Good job, bro.
Bodhi, I got this, and I'm gonna reach into my. I don't think I have pockets, so I'm just gonna reach into my shirt and I pull out my handful of like licheny moss. And I go, it smells good. I don't know what it is though, and I kind of cram it on his face.
At this point, by the
Wow.
way, Gideon, now that enough of the twigs and all of that have been used for the fire, Gideon has started taking it upon himself to, as the little spirits come and bring more kindling, like grab the twigs and sticks and is like clutching them to himself. No, you don't need to do more. Give me that. And just is like holding a big pile of sticks and kindling and is just taking them from each spirit as they keep dropping them in here, and it's just getting overburdened.
Oh, okay. Oh, what? Oh. All right. But you good?
I just feel bad for all the plants. I mean, we got enough for a fire. We don't need to burn more.
I'll slap Melon on the back. Can you recall your weird little dust mite things?
You're not weird.
I believe that was Melon with his face still buried in the ground.
You're still on top of me, and I'm not allowed to leave.
You can pull your head up. You just can't leave.
The permission has been granted.
I grab the back of his mane and like
I
pull
can't
his
really
head
recall
out
them. They
of
just
the
do the
snow.
job until they're done. It should have been near the instant. They just keep going, I guess.
Well,
And-
Gideon, how about this? We'll take all of what this is and put it in the corner because, well, the fire's not going to last all night. So then that way we have plenty enough to get us through the night.
Right.
All right.
No, I think that's a good idea, and drops the pile of twigs and sticks. But whatever those things are, they're stupid because you see these with these red leaves? If you burn this, you're all going to choke.
Maybe those go in another pile.
What? How'd you know that?
I don't know.
Maybe he can feel it. You know, organic to organic.
I don't know how I know this. I don't know how I'm still making sounds. There's a lot I don't know. I'm a bush. What I do know is that this stick, this plant right here, if you burn it, the smoke is real bad to breathe for those of you that breathe.
Good job, son.
Great. We've got a Bodhi 2.0.
Good job, Gideon. I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's move those red ones over there and just separate them. How about that?
Yeah, that's no problem. Ah! Like, gets a little too close to the fire, and one of his branches catches, like, waving the fire, sticks it into part of the snow as just...
Okay, don't touch that.
Ow! That hurt. It's hot where it's
So,
cold.
we're correct. So, be careful. Don't touch fire. Fire bad.
Fire bad.
Fire
note.
bad.
Good note. Fire bad. Everybody,
If you
fire
see
bad.
run. Right? Fire bad.
Fire bad.
I think that's a matter of opinion.
Just
Fire
like
bad.
holds up the part of his branches that looks like the right hand, which is still smoking and singed, and just.
I open my mouth and like use dragon breath kindling in the back of my throat to show that it's in there.
Goes and runs away from me. Fire bad, hiding behind Otto.
Hey, Ethan.
Hmm.
As this is going on, can I go over to V if she's just sitting there?
Absolutely.
V, you find, is sitting, staring off into the distance, kind of like forgotten from everyone else. She almost died. She's rubbing a stone that's cut into maybe 8 pieces that's been braided together, and she's just staring.
Kai walks up behind you, hands on his hips, kind of ducks around, is looking around your head. You're not even noticing him at this point, I imagine. Big sigh,
No.
and then he buries his hands in your hair, or fur, I suppose, around your head.
V's literally just gonna do this. Just open up her eyes really big and then look upward. Because, she's from a small community, so people get very close very easily in that area, so she's just kind of like, okay, I guess this is happening.
Otto said he got hit in the head with a rock. So he's like, you feel him now parting the fur around your head to see where you got whacked in the head. You're doing okay. I once saw a
did.
guy start leaking out of his brain was coming out of his ears after he took a bad hit. Granted, it may just been like him being really bad at cleaning his ears, but who knows?
That sounds disgusting.
Humans, man, humans.
That's a good point. No, I think I have a concussion, but I'm okay. Thanks to Otto. Thanks to Otto. And then she's just gonna sort of stare back down and then realize you're there again and go, "Oh, how are you, by the way? You doing okay?"
Oh, I'm doing great. Also, like, open your mouth.
My mouth? What do you want my mouth for?
Yeah,
And
Wraught
she's like
did that
sort of
breath of-
closing it.
Wraught did that breath of life thing earlier when you were in the snow. Just want to make sure you, like, still had your gums.
I don't know, do I?
Yeah, you look fine. You, like, passed you on the snap.
Okay. She's just gonna rub her head a little. Okay.
No, like, a gentle
sounds
tap,
good.
like, on your nose.
Oh, no, I was rubbing my head. You're tapping my nose. That's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, I had tap and a nose at the same time.
Can you rub your head and tap your
V's
nose?
gonna
at the
sort
same
of,
time?
come out of it just a little because of Kieren.
But anyways, you're not gonna get any better by sitting here, over here, you know, away from the fire and stuff. So we'll do the angsting thing when we're not at, like, being beat to shit. So,
Angsting
food,
thing. Oh, okay.
fire, come on. And he'll, like, be badgering you until you stand up and follow him, which is very funny to see a 5'7" goat man probably trying to pry that off the ground.
Yeah, V's gonna be kind of like, oh, well, I don't want to. I don't know. Fine. Let's go.
You join the others closer to the fire where the smell of roasting goat is permeating the wind here. Is there, as you all settle in, get some food and all of that, is there anything else anyone is wishing to do? Any conversations anyone is wishing to have? Yeah, Otto.
This is when we're sleeping. Otto would like to try and talk to somebody.
Okay.
The figure that he saw a while ago. Because we are in a bad position and not really sure what's going on and trying the best way to survive this place for my stuff.
All right. That is something that absolutely can be done while sleeping. Is there anything else anyone is wanting to do prior to getting some sleep? Any other conversations? Anything like that?
V's gonna be keeping to herself, sort of staring at the fire for a while, rubbing the stone, and if anybody gives her food, she'll eat, but she pretty much is in her own world, and kind of this rage is building within her towards the fact that she almost died and almost, like, completely lost her mission that she's out here trying to do, and it's just, like, a deep rage inside of her that's she feels will spill out. And she attributes it probably more towards her dad, who was a warden commander, and she's like, she thinks back on him and everything as the night goes.
Love it. Rob?
I think after the goat has been mostly consumed, by the pack, Wraught's gonna, kind of be sitting in the melted snow and running her tongue along her teeth, staring into the fire, kind of clicking her jaw back and forth, and then very, very quietly, she's going to reach up into her own mouth and pull out one of her teeth and reach into her bag where she's got a bunch of just, crap, and find a bunch of copper wire that she's going to start mashing together into the shape of a tooth and push it back up in there.
Okay.
I can see the gears turning in Ethan's head.
I'm just letting it... Hey, what happened? You all do your thing.
I thought
She's not going to draw attention to it. She's just sitting there doing it.
I wish Bodhi were more receptive. Cause the fuck?
You should roll to see if you notice it.
Yeah,
Well,
you can always make a perception check, see if you notice.
I just hear this happening, and I gotta roll over. Yeah, should I check?
Yeah, go ahead, make a perception check.
Perceive. At 15.
15, I think if you wanted to notice it, there's no reason you wouldn't.
I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay. At this point, Bodhi kind of like scoots. And he's staring at the ceiling, but he's next to you. Hey, what you doing? You okay? Is this normal? No judgment.
What even is normal anymore?
I don't know why. When it came out, I was like, what even is normal? It's super subjective. It's not really a thing that we have a definition for. Anyway, is this commonplace for, I'm sorry, this is going to sound super ignorant, but I don't know much about, you know, your type of people. Is this a thing that happens in your mouths?
Bodhi, I don't have people. I'm a monster.
I think you're way more than a monster in here. But no, really.
You're such a fucking sap.
Yeah, I like to dissolve the tension with compliments and kindness. But yeah, no, I was really freaked out while hearing and then partially watching whatever that was. So I was just wondering if you wanted to talk about it, or if it's a private ritual, you know.
No, it's a magic thing. I was realizing I'm limiting myself a bit. Here, you can have this. And she's going to press the tooth that she pulled out into his hand. You know how I can get in your head if I can see you and talk to you?
It's just like looking at the tooth, kind of in horror.
Well, what if I can't see you? What if I want to talk to you, but I can't see you?
You can do that?
I couldn't before, but maybe I wasn't being creative enough.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, at least I learned, if you just wish really hard, really want it, it can happen.
It doesn't work that way with me. It has to be something in me that I have to come up with, you know?
Magic stuff.
Magic stuff,
Oh,
yeah. So I had an idea that I could use this as a conduit.
Like a lightning rod?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
so
okay.
watch. I'm going to talk to Kai in his head, right? And I'm going to turn my back to you.
He's gonna like nestle, and he's gonna let his arm touch your arm, and he's gonna like look. Okay, I'm ready.
And I'm going to use my, psychic ability to go, hi, Kai, in his head. Kai, pick your nose for me, psychically. Great, now wipe it on Melon.
He's still in the snow, by the way, face down in there.
And
Those of
then
you
I
listening
am
can't
going-
see all the beautiful gestures that Sarah is doing to act all of this out.
And then I'm going to cast the message cantrip using the copper wire that I've replaced my tooth with. Without looking at Bodhi, to Bodhi. I go, hi Bodhi. I'm talking in your head without looking at you.
And he just kind of shakes a little bit. Okay, I get it. Our magic's fucking weird, man, but what a cool thing.
It's not too bad, is it?
You use it to talk to other people way, way far?
Not that far, it's just a little bit of wire.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Cool. Fucking sweet.
But
Alright.
it'll let me bounce between things a little more easily as long as I know you. And I know all of you.
Truth. Okay. Well, thanks for dispelling the mystery. And he's just going to roll back over into his spot with Shell facing outward, face in Juniper's.
Love it. Beautiful.
Sick.
Anything else anyone is wanting to do before a long rest? Okay. And as you all settle in, bellies full, are we taking watches, or is everyone getting sleep? Who's taking... We'll need at least 2 watches, possibly 3.
I took no damage and I said I'd take the first watch earlier.
Okay. Could you do me a favor and move your mic closer to your mouth so we can hear your wonderful voice?
Sorry about that. I was eating naan.
No,
Yes,
that's totally fine.
I took no damage and said that I would take the first watch earlier.
It's a non-issue.
Perfection. Anyone taking it with Kai or Kai taking it on her own?
I'll probably take
Yes, sir.
second.
Excuse me.
If not last.
All right. So who would be second?
I'll take second. And
Second.
it's like if it lasts for the entirety of it, that'll be fine. Because
Okay.
Melon probably went to sleep a while ago.
Okay. So for the first watch, then, Kieren, could you please roll me a d20 and then a perception check, please? The first is just a flat d20 roll.
11.
Okay.
10.
10.
Plus 8.
You hear the snoring of your friends, some a little bit more, some sleep more troubled than the others. The orange embers of the fire casting a nice aura here in the camp, shadows streaking along. You hear the occasional distant but deep rumbles of rolling thunder from outside. The wind continues to bite, and time is very difficult to perceive in a place where the light is ever constant. But your watch passes uneventfully. Melon, I believe you were next. But before yours, Otto, you had mentioned there was something you were wanting to do once you all went to sleep.
Yeah. Well, at this point in time, Otto was asleep, but kind of restless a little bit, but he seems calm looking at him. He's going back through just his time being here, remembering when we were there, like a lot of the fights that we've been in, just times where he was able to do things that he shouldn't have been able to. He remembers seeing a glimpse of this woman with red hair when we were at Nightshade's house, but couldn't remember it. Cuts back to when we were in the basement of the other house that we had in, trying to reach out to her as well, and kind of just getting a breeze on him, showing that someone was there, but maybe he wasn't strong enough to be able to reach out to them. Cut back to all of the travesties that have gone on since we got in this godforsaken fucking snow. Things that could have been done differently. Things that he could have done differently. Others could have done differently. Learning and watching Melon cut through the snow and being able to find his way through, and he just kind of sits in a representation of a tree with the hole cut out of it, and he's just trying to paste all this stuff together, and he's asking for help.
Okay.
How can he get through this with everybody else?
All right.
And who are you?
So, I'm going to ask for a religion check here. Don't roll it yet, because I want to let you know a few things. First, we're going to make this roll publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a religion check. However, you can, if your charisma is higher, you can use your charisma bonus instead of intelligence here, because this isn't about what you know about religion. This is an innate religious connection. If you roll below a 15, that's one threshold. So above a 15 will get you something. Above a 20 will get you a different threshold. And a nat 20 will not only give you those things, but I'll also let you ask specific question. And above a 15, I'll let you ask a specific question. It's just the higher you roll, the more direct an answer to that question you will get. Below a 15, we'll see.
So, just a reminder to let everybody know, too, my charisma modifier, right?
Yep.
Is +2.
+2.
Yeah.
Making connections directly to gods is a difficult thing.
Eight. Sorry. No, 7.
7.
7.
You reach out, just letting your awareness drift away from this place. And you smell wildflowers, fresh, sweet hay, grass, and wet earth. You feel the warmth of the sun's kiss on your cheeks as your eyes are closed here. You see a woman. Her skin is tan, her build broad and strong, that of a farmer. She has a red braid with blooms of bright red flowers interwoven in her braid, and slung over her shoulder, she has a seed bag. And you see her standing in crop fields. She's bent over at her labors. She stands up and wipes the sweat from her brow and looks over her shoulder and sees you. As you wave at her, she gives you a maternal smile and then does a gesture with her hand, a small, come here, gesture. And she starts to walk away from you.
Wait, I got little legs. Calm down.
And your little legs feel even smaller in these fields, because at first, as you were looking at her, it looked like a 5'11" woman in a regular field. But as you run to catch up to where she was, you realize, no, that was perspective. These plants that she is harvesting here in this field are enormous. 10, 12, 15 feet tall. She must be at least 20 or 25 feet tall. And you go jogging down the rows of this field to catch up to her, and when you find her, she is leaning up against a wooden fence with a wooden gate, a solid wooden gate. She has a water skin that she is drinking from as you walk up. And as you start to approach, she gestures towards the gate. And like I said, it's made of solid wood, but there's a little knot in the wood that is hollowed out that can be used as a peephole. And she gestures for you to glance through.
So you want me to look through the... Oh, okay.
She just gives you a nod and a smile, and as she does, the wind picks up for a moment, and you just smell roses.
You smell really nice, by the way. You're really pretty and really tall. And puts his eye up against the hole.
Only the wooden gate was solid wood. The others, the fence was split rail. So you could see beyond the fence, and there was more grass and meadows. But as you look through the hole of the gate here, you see snow and mountains. And you see a dim, flickering orange light behind skins. You realize that you are looking at where you are camped from a bird's eye perspective. It pulls away from here incredibly quickly, disorienting, vertigo-inducing. And you get a view of the mountainscape that there is no way your eyes would be able to perceive in reality through the snow and the clouds. And you see, distantly, that glinting castle. You also see, at several points in the mountainscape, small from this perspective, black rifts in reality. Familiar to ones that you've seen before, there are none near you, but you are afforded a glimpse of at least 3 here, actively, simultaneously open. And you find yourself shivering. And before you know it, your awareness returns to here, in your camp. You hear Kieren waking Melon for the second watch as your awareness returns.
Okay. All right. Otto just sits right up and is kind of just trying to get his bearing straight of just, all right. Oh, hey guys. He kind of walks out and pokes his head out and looks around for a bit and looks up into the sky.
You look up.
Yeah, I thought it was mine.
Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. If you want to resolve that, feel free.
You're fine. You're fine. You're still doing watch. It's just I gotta check something out real quick.
You gotta be got it.
What's going to come with you?
I'm fine. Had a lot of goat. Just gotta.
You step outside, just brushing off your companion's concern as you just rush outside, and you look up the exact angle that you were just looking down. And in the cold wind, you smell the perfume, flowers, and roses. And you see something as you're looking up. Drifting down towards you on the breeze, spiraling, and rocking back and forth as it descends. A perfect, vibrant, full bloom blossom of a rose that drops right down into your hand. Can't hear you.
Giant woman.
Big lady.
And he
here.
goes back to
Big
bed.
woman here.
And he kind of just holds it close and just goes back to bed.
Man,
Here
before
you
you
guys-
do,
Yeah.
you saw something out there. You really
Thank you.
didn't go that far. I could see you the whole time. What'd you see?
A giant lady spoke. Well, a giant lady I saw?
Nice.
Yeah. She smelled really nice and was really pretty. Just real big.
Nice.
Big is nice.
Yeah. I got this too.
Oh, sweet. Alright, you go back to bed.
Oh. And Yeah, there's portals here too.
Where? Hollis, do you remember the general direction so I could probably find them?
It's quite a ways away from where we are.
Irrelevant.
Otto will try to remember
Make
and
me
kind of just.
make me a quick survival check.
A 13.
You're able to make a crude sketch of just, trying to remember how many peaks were between here and there. There was one that was legitimately like 100 feet from the summit of a pretty tall peak, a pretty brutal climb to get to. Another seemed to be entirely out of the way from the direction of the castle, which you also mark on there. One of those portals isn't too far away from the castle itself. Now, again, you had a bird's eye perspective from overhead. Something that is a mile apart as the crow flies might be several days of travel when it comes to the mountains. But you sketch out the best you can. If nothing else, you are now aware that this issue that you had discovered earlier is not only still present, it appears to be accelerating.
Yippee.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. We can.
I mean, if we can kind of keep. I mean, the one that she says on top of a mountain. That one that way. I can kind of see a big shape of something that way. It looks pretty sheer, so it's probably, unless they can fly, it's not going to be a big deal if anything can get out of there. Like, can you imagine, like, the kids trying to get down from that mountain? I'd actually pay to watch that.
Those kids short, yeah, because those were demon kids, and
Yeah, God, they were so fun to beat up.
Sure.
Demon children,
Trump
it's acceptable to want to punch him in the face.
They attacked first. It was self-defense.
It's true.
I came to terms with that quite a long time ago. But there's also that one closer to the castle. Well,
Yeah, that one would probably. I've been thinking about the route again. We're probably gonna end up interacting with that one.
and maybe we
Or
can
coming
use that.
close.
Well, maybe we can use this to our advantage too when we get to talk to Queen Maeve, or something like that. I'm pretty sure she knows, or she doesn't know. If she doesn't know, now she will know.
I don't know. It just seems like everybody just doesn't know that these things are a thing.
You would think royals would like talk to each other and stuff, be like, "Hey, there's some weird shit going on in my part of the neck of the woods. Be on the lookout for that."
Royals are the worst. They're so stupid.
I have a quick question. Otto, have you been that rose? Have you still been clutching it to your chest, or like?
I'm still holding it.
Okay, if you're just holding it, you hear a, oh, something's happening, and you look down and see you're holding the bloom in your right hand, and Gideon is to your right and had reached out and touched the bloom that was in your hand, and from his left arm, quote unquote, just this collection of brambles and vines in sleeves, his vines begin to grow small thorns, and all over him, where you can see rosebuds begin to blossom, just small. Did I do something wrong? This feels weird.
Well, son, your body's changing, and when that happens, sometimes you have things that happen to your body that are really hard to explain.
I have
It's
these
natural.
red marks that are appearing all over my face and my back area, and
Yep, that happens a lot.
Do you want me to take a look at them?
Would you please?
Sure. I'm gonna now use my new druid stuff and sense of natures and...
just go ahead and make me a nature check.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. It's a -2.
What?
He's
Yeah,
only
minus
druid
2
level
nature.
1, remember?
Oh, that's right. I was like, can I help him? Can I help him?
Sure, you absolutely can.
Please, God.
I'll guidance myself as well. 3 guidance. Ooh,
You were
okay.
a boy.
So, Otto, I rolled basically a 6. Plus 3.
I also got a 6.
6?
I
Gideon,
got 9.
with 6 and 9, Gideon is turning, looks like a rose bush in early spring.
Yeah, rosebush.
All right. Well, Bud, you
Am I like this forever?
Yeah.
Is this who I am now?
can be whoever you want to be. First off.
Ooh, hold on. Let me try something. And
A rose pops out of his ass.
Yep, one of the rose buds just full blossoms. Ah! I did it!
Yay! Look at that. You can
Congratulations.
wait. You controlled that. You did that yourself.
On, let me try again. Tries again, and one of his branches from his left arm just falls off. Oh, shit! Picks it up and puts it back onto his arm. Okay, still not an expert.
And, well,
By the way, did I use shit right? I've heard you all say it a lot. Is that right, or is it more
Yes,
like an
yeah.
oh shit or the shit? Like I'll keep working on it. I'll workshop it.
you're doing great. You're doing great. What the fuck?
And so for the rest of the evening, those of you keeping watch, Melon being next, every now and then just hear as another little rose bud erupts into full blossom on Gideon.
Can I try something with Gideon?
Please
while
do.
My watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can I see if I can teach him something?
I've learned a lot of things. Like, I have a conscience, and when it is and is not okay to lie, and fire bad. So I feel like I've learned everything.
Oh no, I was just thinking, it's like, you're a plant, so you're pretty connected with nature. You might as well be more connected with nature.
Will I still be able to walk? Because I was
Yeah.
really connected before, and then I couldn't walk.
No, just like in a different sense of connection. It's like the greater sense.
Okay.
Just like a better understanding. I'm still very, very, very new to magics, and it's like, wow, that's weird. It's like,
I'm new to talking,
No, no.
so I get
yeah,
it.
it's like that. But it's like, can I try empowering, like hand holding while doing something that's like teaching druid craft?
What are you
Just a
trying to
cantrip.
teach him? Oh, you're
This-
trying to
this
teach
cantrip,
druid craft
druid craft.
itself?
Yeah,
That
there's
would
like
be
a better
a-
sense of connection to himself and to what's around, and just like,
So this will be
it
a...
doesn't have to be fully successful. at
Yeah,
all.
this will be something
I
that
just
will
want to
take...
teach a bush magic. That's all.
I'm here
Okay,
for it.
come
It's just
on.
going to teach... It
Seriously.
will take you... it'll take more than one
love
sitting, but let's go ahead and make a roll for the first one. Just go ahead and roll me 2d20, and let me know which is farther from 10.
5.
5 is the farther from 10?
The other was 9.
Okay. So as you start trying to teach the fundamentals and the basics of it.
It's like, I don't know anything about magic myself much. It's more
Now, Gideon is a
feels-based.
little distractible. And so, like, you're trying to teach the basics, and you'll just notice that Gideon the Bush is staring at one of the blossoms, and is just, huh? What? No, I was listening.
No, that's fine. It's something.
He it seems eager to learn despite his attention deficit issues. So you can continue attempting to teach Gideon Druidcraft in subsequent rests.
I think honestly where it would end up is like it's like I need to keep getting back to the watch bit, so it's like I'm gonna fully demonstrate and ask him to like extend a branch, and it's like just so he gets the sense of what it kind of feels. It's like, and it's like, okay. Feel it go through as a blossom buds.
By the time you are done, Gideon has learned the ability to control the rosebuds and open and close them. It takes like a minute. It's a slow process, but is able to make the rosebuds close and is able to make them reopen. It's a small amount of control, but it's more than he had. This is the coolest thing of all time. I
Imparting.
am the greatest
Just-
bush ever.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
At least the most likable one.
Rude.
Melon, could you please, actually already did, the rest of your watch as you spend it focusing with Gideon goes without any negative issue. So, you all can take a long rest. And as the PCs take a long rest, we are going to take a short rest, and we will be right back with the party continuing their journeys the next day. Don't go anywhere, friends. Hello, everyone. We are back. Hope you all had a good break, got something to drink, because we are jumping right back into the story. So, the next day comes, you all get your long rest, and begin to break down camp and then push out into the snow once again. The constant noon sky here that is bright and blinding, ever occasionally blessedly concealed by looming thunderclouds that rumble overhead as you all travel. Is there anything anyone would be doing in the first couple hours of traveling?
Can I take Otto up front with me so he can keep a lookout as I charge a path?
Sure. So Otto and
That works for you,
Melon
buddy.
at the lead?
Oh, by the way, guys, there are portals here too.
I mean, great. How do you know?
Giant lady told me in my dreams.
I'd say that was weird, but also very par for the course for this whole situation.
I don't find it that weird. That's interesting. That's good to know. But good portals, bad portals? What are these portals, you guys?
Yo,
There's
That's
shit.
right, you're new.
Whoa, everyone, calm down. Okay, one at a time. I can't
God,
understand
yes,
you.
Mom.
Portals are bad. They are
Okay.
portals into domains of dread. Bad things happen in them.
Okay, that's good to know. I came through a portal, but this doesn't sound like good portals. So we didn't make them. We don't know who's making them. What are we doing about them? Are we just staying away from them? What's happening?
Oh, we usually go in and stop them.
If we have to, because sometimes there's like an anchor or something on the outside, or if you throw it back in, it collapses in on itself, and that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is you have to go inside and close it from the inside, and then you face your worst fears or see worlds dying. So,
adventure.
I hope the therapy hasn't been
Drama.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years older than I started this whole adventure, and we've only been doing this for a couple of weeks.
Also, I'm kind of trying to take us to the nearest one to the castle.
Well, you still have
Is
a
someone
while
paying
before
us
the
to
castle.
do this? Like,
They're
why
paying
are we
me
doing
if
this?
I
Out of
live,
the
yes.
kindness of our hearts?
For the love of the game.
Because we don't want to die.
Love of the game.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand your mission. I mean, we all have reasons for being out here, right? Or am I the only one? You guys, is this the portals, right? Is that what's...
I'm just committed to the bit, but yeah, the portals also become a big problem, so it's very self-serving of, if we don't close them, then what's in them is going to come for us anyways. So, may as well, make it so it's not a problem early on.
And
Do
honestly,
you like
time's
purple
really
worms?
wonky.
This is how you get purple worms.
And time's really wonky here too, because I feel like we've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and I feel like we've been here for longer than we have been.
Yeah, it feels very much like 2
Okay.
years.
So time passed, you're 5 years older, portal's bad, you experienced your worst fears, you go in, sometimes anchor you throw in. I think I'm caught up.
That seems to be about knowledge should be, yeah.
As you all are continuing to travel here, this
I pull out my unending booze flask and its mimosas this morning as we go.
this train of 8 individuals, the 6 of you, Gideon velcroed onto the back of Melon until he is told he can't, because that is very convenient for traveling, and Juniper. Juniper is bringing up the rear until told otherwise. With Otto and Melon leading, could the 2 of you please make me survival checks?
On it, I can actually be good at those.
Big lady, help. 19.
17.
17. There is a strong gust of wind that for a second fills you all with dread as you all start to think another blizzard might be picking up. But it doesn't feel like it will last that long, but both of your vision leading is dropped down to about 100 feet in front of you. Bodhi, out in front of Otto and Melon, you being kind of in the middle of the pack with Juniper behind you, you see a silhouette in the snow. It's a slightly equine silhouette, and it's a familiar one that you've only seen in dreams before. The silhouette of a centaur.
Yeah, he puts his arms out. I think somebody lives here. Has anybody else seen this? Is that a fucking centaur?
Bodhi. Or, I'm sorry. Melon, Otto, no idea what Bodhi is talking about. Don't see anything.
Buddy, there's nothing there, but
What do you mean there's nothing there? I'm sober right now, man. Ain't no way. He turns back around. Does he still see it?
It is still there, though it is walking away. And with your passive insight, there is a way that people walk away when they intend for you to follow. And this is the way that figure is walking.
Yo. What? I'll be right back. And he is just gonna book it.
Bodhi
I'm
just
probably
goes,
riding on Bodhi, so I'm like, Bodhi, where are we going? Where are we going?
Y'all be right back!
Master,
I'm
we should not
on your
run off
back.
ahead away
Yes,
from
I
all of
know.
our friends that are keeping us safe.
He's-
I'm gonna look to
Well,
Otto and then Kai and then B. Detour.
yes,
Well,
for him, yes.
Bee's
For what it's-
drinking from the flask, going, I'm trying to see if I could see this. And she's drinking more, trying to see it to the snow.
After Wraught and Cork have spoken to Bodhi in this moment of feeling entranced by this perceived figure, he stops in the snow, the wind whipping on his face, and he turns around and just puts both hands in the air. Please follow.
Juniper pulls up right next to you and just gives a snuffling nod. She's ready.
He's about both arms out to kind of pat back to indicate. You mean there's space? I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. And he's gonna keep walking towards the centaur.
A few of you, one of you on top of Bodhi,
Centaur.
a number of others jogging to keep up behind. Bodhi, you go running after this figure again that you can only see its shape, a shadow in the snow, and you go running after it and you lose it for a second, and then you see a silhouette again in the distance, and you keep hustling that way, but you realize suddenly that the silhouette that you were approaching now is not that of a centaur. Not that of any living being at all. But here, partially obscured by the snow and sun and wind, you see monoliths of stone that for a moment looked like looming, menacing giants. But as the wind dies down a little bit, the snow settles and you're able to see a little bit clearer, you all find yourselves on almost a promontory, a jutting outcropping of stone that hangs over the mountainside. And there are 8 giant megaliths of stone here, forming a circle, each one of them similar to the last but different from its fellows. This one shorter, this one taller, this one a stack of stones, this other a single enormous block. And you all find yourselves near the center of this circle of stones, and also see in the center here the dying embers of a campfire with a small checkered board game with stone pieces set up next to the fire. Looks like in the middle of a game. And like I said, the embers are dying but not out. And you see no sign of that silhouette you were following.
Bodhi, upon arriving to these monoliths and seeing no centaur, just kind of puts his hands on it and he's like, what? Don't even want to hear it. And he turns right around and he goes, okay, I guess there was no centaur, but I fucking think these stone things are calling to me, man. I didn't guide myself here.
I'd like to hop down off of Bodhi's back and walk over to the game table.
Be careful. I don't trust it.
You're not my dad. Calm
But
down.
I'm your friend.
I save you more than you save me. Calm down.
Listen, I wasn't where we keep a fucking score, but I guess now I'm moving
I'm
forward.
not the one chasing invisible centaurs.
Listen, what if it was actually a centaur and he could have helped us? Anyway.
I'm just gonna wave my hand at him to get him out of my mind while I go over to the table.
V.
While they're doing this, V has seen a lot of stones used in ritual uses where she's from, and she was wondering if she could like do an insight check or investigation or something, trying to figure out what the stones might be while they're looking at the checkers.
There are a few things you could potentially do here. You could do insight. You could do religion. If there's another skill you can think of.
I'll probably do insight.
All right, let's do that. And
Insight
Wraught,
would be my go-to.
you said you were walking over to look at the game board a little. Could you make me an investigation check, Wraught?
I got an 11.
11, okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. V, looking at this mostly complete circle of stone, there are etchings in the stones, a few of them that seem to speak of language, but not one you know. With your knowledge, this type of collection of stones, tall megaliths in a circle, can serve a varied number of ritual purposes. Some timekeeping, calendar, others are locations of great power and ritual and ceremony, while others simply serve as gathering places. You're not sure which of those categories this collection of stones falls in, but those are the ones you know they typically fall under. With a 20 investigation, Wraught, like I said...
So technically a 23.
23. Like I said, checkered game board, there are small stone playing pieces. Two opposing sides, one, the stone pieces are made of slate, the other of chalk. And they're all made... They're carved in the shape of cloven-hooved humanoids with wild beards and wild hair. With a 23, do you think Wraught is much of a game person?
I think that when she's not working, there's very little to stimulate her mind. Because she gets kicked out of every library that she goes into, because they don't want dirty people in there. So I think that she would, when she has the ability, be down at the docks, A, to keep an eye on Melon, who would work at the docks, and B, to play games for money against fishermen.
She's a chess hustler.
Okay. With a 23, this is not chess. It features 22 pieces aside, not 16, as is associated with standard chess, but it seems to be a cousin of the game. And even with being slightly unfamiliar with it, just looking at it, you feel like the slate pieces, you feel like there is one move you could make that would immediately make the slate side win. This game, whenever it was stopped,
But
was
can I
stopped
tell
at a
whose
crucial
turn
moment.
it was?
That's a little tough to know. With a 23, though, 1, 2, 3. You do some quick calculation, like replaying
I'll
the
grab
whole
little one
game
that I
through
know
your
would
mind.
do it.
Replaying the whole game, most likely
You're gonna watch
Slate
her
is
go from
up.
like one seat to the other and then back to the other, just to like go. And then she'll run over to the other chair and go. And then she'll run over to the other chair and go like this.
As you're investigating
And then
it,
she's gonna grab the slate piece and go up, up, up.
you just, from one side to the other, getting, all right, so they did this, and then they did this, all right, and you move that piece. And as you do, you hear all of you make me perception checks really quick.
Nat 1 plus 8, so 9.
9, okay, that's still not bad.
21.
7.
8.
I keep rolling
14.
a 4. 11. 11.
Was 14 the highest?
21.
21 was the
15
highest.
plus 6.
Okay.
Wait, Lauren, what'd you get?
Bodhi, what did you get?
7.
7, that's what I thought. All right.
It was me then. Shit.
All of you hear, even those of you who rolled very low, you hear, carrying on the winter breeze, light, lilting laughter. And Melon, you notice, you are the one who notices, that from 2 of the megaliths here, 2 figures step out of the stone. Both of them kind of resemble the game pieces on the board. They have goat-like lower bodies, cloven hooves, gray skin, wild, thick hair, and beards, though one of them has noticeably shorter beard and noticeably shorter head, or shorter hair on their head. Both of the figures are only about 4 feet tall. And one of them, the one with the shorter hair and beard, is applauding and laughing. I told you you were finished, Yagu. Even these newcomers to the game saw through your defenses. And the second, yeah, well, you used to let me win plenty when we were younger, so I figured it was time I returned the favor. The second one says this as he is chewing on a handful of pebbles. Oh, of course, how generous of you, cousin. Ah, yeah. And the other starts to walk off. The one that had been applauding.
Have you ever seen this before?
You can make me a nature check. Four?
I'm rolling like shit today.
No idea. They look kind of like halflings, kind of like dwarves, kind of like satyrs. Not sure what this folk is.
Dwarf
Hello?
waiters.
Hello, travelers. Now I find myself in all of your debt, strangers, for helping me finish my cousin off so quickly. And the debt is not something that can be abided. And she
Whoa.
leans down, grabs a pebble off of the ground, and gently squeezes it. And as she does, there is a pulse in her fist. And when she opens her hand, where there was a gray, small pebble, there is now one of the finest, most brilliant sapphires. A star sapphire. One of the most brilliant examples you've ever seen. And she extends her hand.
Oh,
I
Thank you.
have a feeling you were going to finish the game shortly yourself. I'm sorry for interrupting.
I absolutely was, but it was so much more humiliating for my cousin to have a newcomer to the game be able to do it better than if I had done it myself.
It's an entertaining game, but I don't feel as though we've earned your prize yet.
She simply
Maybe one more round?
If you wish, we can absolutely play another round, but once an offer of gift is made, I do not feel it fitting to rescind it, but I cannot force you. And she sets the sapphire on the ground.
In that case, please be gentle with the new player.
The rest of you? Any other enjoyers of strategy?
Nope, prefer impulse myself. But what you doing out here? Other than playing a game?
You are quite correct, my mossy friend. I nearly let my passion for the game make me forget my hospitality. And what kind of fey folk would I be if I did this? My name is Queen Archangel, and as is fitting of any folk with strangers at our door, may I invite you to our village. You will find comfort and rest there, though she looks at a few of you. Our accommodations may be slightly ill-fitting for most of you. Let it never be said
You
that
got a
Corrids
cave?
are
Cave is good
unhospitable.
enough.
What?
Cave is good. If you got a cave, cave is good enough.
I am sure we can find something quite suitable for you. Now, if you were wanting to play...
Gracious and hospitable queen.
If you were wanting to play and the others were wanting to seek shelter and comfort, she walks over and sweeps up the pieces into a bag and just closes the folding board, tucking it under an arm. We can always play later. Come, follow me.
I'm gonna scoop up the sapphire that she put on the ground as we go.
As you pick it up, it begins to faintly glow. And... one sec. As you do pick it up, Queen Archangel notices you doing this. It should provide you a blessing of the Corrids, a little bit of luck for your journeys through the Flickerstone Mountains. This, for the next 20... For the next 24 hours and the next 24 hours only, this stone functions as a luck stone, a stone of good luck. It also does not require attunement, unlike a typical luck stone. It provides you a +1 bonus on all ability checks and saving throws for the next 24 hours.
Guys, drinks are on me.
If me, it's detect magic right there. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna hide
Got a
what
little
it is.
spring in my step.
Wait, drinks were already on you. I have your flask still.
Hey, fork that over.
No. Oh, God.
As you all follow the Queen Archangel, you soon find yourselves standing in front of a small village of sorts, nestled into the side of one of the mountains. It is small in both the number of the buildings here and their size. The homes here are made of stone, each with a beautifully decorated roof made of intricately and carefully designed and placed tiles so that they form beautiful mosaics whenever the snow is swept from their roofs. There are a dozen or so figures of these people that Queen Argangle called Chorids, and each of them have the signature wild black hair, big, thick, almost cord-like beard hair, and they are just milling about here, glancing in your direction as you all walk through the town. Queen Argangle leads you all to one of the dwellings, which... The dwelling itself, the whole building, is about 6.5 feet tall. Like, that includes the exterior. So, those of you who are bigger than Otto and Wraught will have to squeeze fitting in here. You can, but it is legitimately Winnie the Pooh forcing himself through the through the burrow for some of you to try to get
how
into
big is it on
into
the
Rabbit's
other
house.
side? Is it big on the other side though? Like, or is it going to be small the whole way?
Oh, it'll be small the whole way. You'll be sitting with your knees pulled into your chest.
That's what she said.
I think Melon's just gonna wait outside.
Yeah, V would probably look at that and go, I don't know about that, looking at all her layers and stuff. I think I'll just stay here.
You want to stay there with me?
Yeah, let's go sit down. Where are we going?
Right here. And I sit down right
Oh,
next to the
perfect
entrance.
spot. I
Yeah.
was loving this spot.
Seated, the two of you are
Come on.
now about as tall as the figures that walk by and give you shallow bows and nods as they see you. The other four of you head inside, though?
If the queen has gone in, I'm going to go in.
She
All right,
absolutely
come on,
is
Gideon.
heading in.
Come with us.
Do you think I can fit? I know
No.
Judy can. I didn't do. Okay, fine.
Cody, your shell is wider than the door.
I know. I was just really hoping for it. It sounds so.
You can
fun.
squeeze. You can fit if you squeeze. It is possible.
But Juniper can't.
Juniper can't.
I can't go. Sorry.
V starts pulling out some jerky,
Yeah.
and Juniper sitting next to her and eating some jerky at this moment.
So, are 3 people staying outside? Bodhi, are you staying out also?
Bodhi, you can trust Juniper with us.
He's gonna look at all 3 of you. Okay, because I really want to go, and he's gonna get like little tippy taps, and he's gonna try to jam himself through this door.
There is...
Bodhi is the new door.
All the others have gotten inside by the time Bodhi decides to, and it's very much a cartoonish, like, squeezing sound. Managing to pop your way through the door and just go sliding a little bit as you're finally able to push through.
He puts his arms out to steady himself. Oh yeah.
Queen Argangle has already started getting some tea and hot drink prepared for all of you, though for most of you, a satisfying cup of tea from one of theirs will require several refills. Luckily, Otto and Wraught, perfect size for you two, because honestly, the Chorids at 4 feet are about your height, even a little taller than
I am
one of you.
immediately rendered uncomfortable by the fact that the queen is making tea to serve us and doing my best to aid but not be in the way.
As you aid and honor the rule of hospitality, the reciprocal part of the rule of hospitality, she gives you a smile and nod and passes you your drink first. And as she takes a chair and gestures for the rest of you to do the same or find a place on the floor near the stone hearth here that is burning contentedly. Well, I have realized that I have possibly skipped some formalities. As I said, my name is Queen Argangle of the Chorids. And who are you, fine folk who grace our mountaintop? We do not get many visitors through the Flickerstorm Mountain, and even fewer sightseers. So I suspect something brought you all here.
The centaur brought me here, but
Getting
Indeed.
kidnapped brought me here, but I mean, they've got a mission and we've just kind of joined on.
We've seen a entertainers wanted flyer. We come from the Summerlands and have traveled here on a summons for actors.
Oh, then you
Yep.
are planning to head to Motherhorn? She sounds
If that's where the road
very
takes
dubious
us.
about that plan.
is that bad?
Good and bad are matters of perspective, I suppose.
Consider us strangers in a strange land in that case.
We are but actors, so don't have much of the history. And he looks at Wraught like, I don't know, I'm trying.
The individual who oversees Motherhorn and the shows there is one we call the Bitter End. She is despicable. It is not somewhere I would ever choose to visit if I had the choice, but if you are planning to head that way, there is one with whom I recommend you speak before you depart, though I hope that is no time soon. Please do not feel you have to leave here any sooner than you are prepared, but if your hearts are set on performing at Motherhorn, I recommend you speak with Gleam. She is another visitor here in our village. Otto, could you roll me a history check?
I have to. I believe that's the bard from the bar.
No. That
Not?
that is not the same bard that
Okay.
you saw in the Underfoot Tavern. No.
Okay, cool. All right, you said history check.
No, her name was Alice. Yes, history check. please.
Alice. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? I got a 4.
4. That name is familiar. From where? You can't quite put your finger on it. You've heard someone named Gleam before, but you're not 100% sure where.
Is Otto the only one that finds the name familiar?
Yes.
Ah, so probably a circus thing.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't give my name, Your Highness. My name's Otto.
Otto.
I'm the Witchlight Monarch.
So,
With-
you do come from far afield.
Yeah.
Well, it is an honor to host the Witchlight Monarch here in our village. Our doors and hospitality are open to you and yours, of course.
Well, thank you. These are the people that I travel with, and everything, and we're very happy that you've let us in and everything like that. We don't know much about this part of the world. Our travels have been quite perilous so far. Do you know anything of?
Oh, no, Your Highness, no. It was only you've extended us such hospitality. If there's anything we can do as humble travelers for you in trade, please let us know.
And I also do want to give Otto the chance. You were asking something also?
Do you know anything about any portals or rifts opening up in this world?
I have heard of such things. Been fortunate enough to never encounter any here near our village or villages. I know little details of them other than it is a new occurrence in this world.
Because you've been kind to us, I'm going to share some information about those portals. You currently have 3 of them in this realm, one being close by the castle. There are called Domains of Dread. They lead their rips in time and space that show very evil, horrible things that can bleed out into your world, putting you and your fellow citizens at risk. Since our travels have been here and other places that we've been, we were at the Fields of Spring. We've gotten really good at stopping them. You asked why we were here, and our main goal is to save the Feywild. And help any way we can.
Yup.
Well, these are unfortunate tidings that you bring, Witchlight Monarch. However, it only reinforces my previous edicts that my people, our peoples, we are not able to live as openly as we once did. For many reasons, and this only gives us further cause to linger within the stone where it is safe. That is a shame.
Just fucked up, man. We can't just get along. I'm sorry.
Well, this is not the first cause that has made that edict necessary. The first, well, for that we have the bitter end to thank.
Which I'm still kind of hung up on. That's quite a name to give somebody. I mean, is like the bitter name, the bitter end, like their actual name? Like why do you call them that? Because now I'm rethinking my life and my choices.
Her true name, or as true a name as we know for her, is Endolin.
Called it.
But
Crap.
her moniker, or appellation of the bitter end, comes from both what she is obsessed with and what she has represented for us and our people. She has an obsession with looking into the future to the point that she constructed a contraption known as the Orrery of Tragedies. It is built into the mountaintops of the Flickerstorm Mountains, or at least the power source is. But she uses that to glimpse into the future. And for us, well, she gestures towards her head, where her hair is very closely shorn, though everyone else you've seen, for the most part, has pretty wild hair. She has taken to using our hair to fashion the ropes of her infernal contraptions that she uses for her blasted plays. And so,
What is the purpose of the plays? Just entertainment?
now that I know not. I do not understand the inner machinations of that being's mind, nor do I care to. But you, and I did not catch your name, gesturing to you, Wraught.
You may call me Wraught.
Wraught, my fellow strategic aficionado. You asked if there was a way you can help us. Our biggest problem is the bitter end. She is the reason that me and my people are now constantly living within the stones and not able to dance and sing as we once did. But she does not work alone. She has managed to... And as she is saying this, we cut really quickly outside for a moment. Melon and V and Bodhi, you've been outside this small building.
Bodhi's inside.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Juniper,
that's right.
Juniper, Melon, and myself.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's still the three of us.
Yeah. Melon, V, and Juniper. The three of you have been outside this small building for about 8-10 minutes or so. And you start to hear something echoing across the mountaintops. The rest of you inside can hear it too, but it's obviously fainter and more muffled. It's the sound of something hard tapping and echoing against stone. Those of you inside see Queen Argangle, who has been very kind and welcoming and warm. You see her face twist with rage. Just for a second, as she, if you will excuse me for one moment, and she excuses herself to step outside.
Ethan, during that time when we first hear it, are there any citizens about?
Yes, there are a few. And
what would the citizens be doing when they first start hearing that as well?
Their heads all go up like a hound catching a scent on the wind. And as the second the corrids around you, the few that you can see, begin to visibly grind their teeth and start to stomp their hooves as the echoing sound continues and gets louder. Those of you inside, as the queen steps out, do you stay inside or do you join?
I'm heading out to see what this is going on about.
I
I'm
know,
having my
I
teacup.
know. I don't live here. I should go.
Probably as soon as V and I start to see that, I'm going to motion to V. It's like, I don't like this.
Yeah,
Probably
we
stand up,
instantly
it's
would
like,
be
we're gonna be
standing.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would be
Like,
ready as
I'm
soon
also
as
just
everybody
gonna
started
try and
growling.
motion to Juniper. It's like, get mad.
What does Juniper look like? Like, because animal instinct sort of thing would kick in. Does Juniper look like they're
doesn't
like going against the other people or anything?
She doesn't go on high alert or anything. You just notice her notice this sound, and just like a dog would, hearing just this unexplained sound, just listening and then cocking the head at the next one, and then looking that direction on the third, triangulating the general source of the sound.
Can I motion at Juniper? It's like, hi. Like, beast to animal, beast to beast. It's like, time to get defensive.
Make me an animal handling check.
I'm actually really fucking good at those.
I would expect.
17.
17? She doesn't take up a defensive position, but she doesn't, like, go charging or anything. She just stays sitting here and listens and waits. Doesn't have any reason to be on high alert right now. As the queen steps out, more of the corrids have gathered. And they are stomping their hooved feet, and the others of you following right behind the queen. As she walks out, she does not stop. She does not hesitate. She walks over. She grabs a small rock, even small in her 4-foot stature, but as she grabs it, she makes a gesture with her other hand, and the boulder, or the small rock, turns into a small boulder, and she launches the boulder the direction of this sound. And as she does, "Death to the Briganox!" as she launches this, and there is a peal of thunder that crashes overhead as she does this. And she just stands there. And as there is an impacting sound of the rock in the distance, the tapping sound stops and does not repeat. Just gives a disgusted, frustrated groan as the other Chorids also give shouts off into the distance. Otto?
Can I make a perception check to see what the hell that was before I ask her?
Not even going to make you make a perception check. There was nothing you would be able to see.
Okay. Your Highness, what was that?
Oh, sorry.
Respectfully, what the fuck?
Apologies. 1 second. Briganox. They are another clan of Fae. They live deep in the howling mines below, which, funny enough, if you all indeed were wishing to head to Motherhorn, you must first pass through the mines. The Briganox are those of which I was speaking, that the bitter end, and as she says this, a few of the Chorids around, Jesus! The bitter end does not work alone, and she has many who are willing to aid her, and that includes the Briganox, who help her in building her devious contraptions and hide their designs and schematics in the mine. And that noise, that din, they know that it maddens us, and they do it simply to torture us.
So every member of the Hourglass Coven has minions. Got it.
Ah, yes, more lackeys.
We've met her other sisters.
Met? Well, you
0 out of
asked.
10 do not recommend bad Yelp reviews.
Well, I had no intention upon asking you all here to enjoy our hospitality to ask a favor of you, but since you did ask, Wraught, and since you apparently are all heading to Motherhorn anyway and have to go that ways, if, while passing through the Howling Mines, you would be so kind as to drive off these annoying, troublesome Briganox, we Chorids would be incredibly grateful for the peace and quiet.
And you don't think it would get back to Endolin that we've been harrying her staff?
There's no one left.
No.
That's true.
Who said
The
it, not
best
me?
witness is a dead witness.
You said it, not me.
Rock, come on. When was the last time we went scorched earth?
We did. We were very diplomatic last time we ran into a fortress of anyone.
We also tried to set a hag on fire after she turned into a T-Rex, so we are at both ends of the spectrum.
She
I
did
was
eat
not
me.
a part of that.
Don't worry about it, we'll fill you in.
I was barely a part of that.
If you need
You were a valuable
perhaps a little bit more incentive, the Howling Mine, in addition to being the location of the Briganox machinations, is a beautiful mine full of incredibly valuable gems. We have not
We're
been-
in. Say no more, we're in.
Never mind. Once you have sold, stop selling.
Please excuse the eagerness of my compatriot. Please
I
continue.
love the eagerness.
Alright.
This is exactly what I'm here for.
Yes, but I like logistics, and I need as much information as possible.
As much information as possible. Oh, there is one other piece of information that might be helpful to you all. If, indeed, you are still, despite learning more about the bitter end, planning to head that way. There is a Galeb door. Sees the look of confusion on a few of your face. Magic living rock. A friend of ours. That we managed to help infiltrate the mine some while back. And according to our contact, they have heard the Briganox mention a tunnel, a hidden tunnel in the mine that connects directly to Motherhorn. Where it is, that we do not know. We Corrids do not go into the mine while the Briganox are there. Ugh, never. The closest we will get is a few of us have occasionally left warnings, messages outside of the mine's entrance to try to let the Briganox know that they are not welcome here, though they have clearly not gotten the message as of yet. But perhaps that would be helpful to you all on making your way towards that place.
I think it definitely would be. If you have an agent on the inside, it would also be helpful for us to know what they look like and what their name is, just in case we run into them, so that we don't send them the way of the Berganoths.
Well, in terms of name, do you speak Sylvan?
I do.
Yes.
The Galebdur's name is Sivan. In terms of what they look like, however, a big gray rock.
Does he have
Okay, we'll
arms
try to keep
or
it-
anything? Or he's just a big, just kind of motions around, just a big rock?
Let me actually look
Does he have
up
any
something about this
tattoos?
one.
So we'll try to keep the destruction to the ground in a minimum.
Sivan can...
Is it one rock or many rocks put together?
One rock, big rock. Little, don't tell him I say
One
little,
big
little
rock.
fat rock.
Does he just roll? Is that how he moves around?
No, Sivan can have legs and arms, but when hiding, simply looks like a rock.
This is gonna be a tough one, guys.
That's super cool.
You have a password that
Gray
you use?
rock. Got it.
Well,
Just don't step on any rocks, you guys. Come on.
Oh, shit.
There has been no need for any password because, as I said, the Corrids do not go down into the mine. Sivan has simply been serving as a spy for us.
Cool, the queen sends us. Got it.
How do you get information back and forth? Maybe you could tell him we're coming.
Sivan comes here and checks in every now and then.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Well, it sounds like we have a lot to think about. This feels like it just keeps getting more and more complicated.
Well, do not
One
feel-
adventure is never easy.
Well, you all have barely just arrived. Please do not let us rush you out of our village and our hospitality. Please stay for the night. Rest, eat. Be warm, be safe. You have the protection of the Corrids here.
I would kind of like to sleep in a bed and actually have food that isn't so wild.
I worked very hard for that goat.
I'm not discounting your tactics of how you got it, Wraught. I'm just saying it'd be nice for us to just have nice things in this winter hellscape.
I'm gonna lean down to Wraught. I think he wants something on a plate. Plates are nice, right?
He wants to eat things with utensils.
Spoiled brat.
As you all are discussing, the
Utensils.
queen, as you all are discussing, starts to look as though she realized she's overstayed her current purpose right now, and that she also has a village and a life, and says, the house where we just were for a very brief cup of tea is open to you all the whole time you are here in the village. Please be respectful, but I assume that is implied. If there is anything else you need while you stay here, please do not be afraid to ask for me. And there are a few, while we do not, as I said, get many visitors or have much need for shops or anything like that, the Corrids can be quite handicraftsmen. There might be a few items of interest if you were looking to make any purchases while you were here. Is there anything else that I can do for you all in this instant?
Points to the bigger members of the group. Room for
Don't
them?
worry about me.
We'll push them through the door.
I'll sleep outside. I don't mind.
You can't
the-
sleep outside, man. That's fucked up.
I know that the accommodations might be a tough fit, but there is a back double door. Might make it easier to get inside for the bigger members of your group.
Okay.
That's very kind.
And if I was looking for a proper game later on, maybe another cup of tea?
Let me see to a few things here, and perhaps I can meet you back here, gestures to the building, in an hour for more tea and the game?
Don't rush on my account.
If I will not, but if I am available, I will meet you. Do not let this get back to Yagu, but it would be nice to have a challenge. I know he thinks that he is letting me win and all of this, but the fact that he even got close was me being kind.
I love this. I love this so much. I'm so happy I live here now.
And she gives a smile and shakes your hands. Again, if there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. And heads off and begins checking in with some of the other villagers. She turns around. One last thing. I did mention that you might want to speak with Gleam if you were heading to Motherhorn. I realized I did not tell you who that was. And she gestures to a slender figure who is standing on an outcropping of rock that looks over the mountainous landscape from here. That would be Gleam. Now,
Okay.
I will be seeing you all in an hour or so. And goes to head off.
So, Rod, are you just gonna start collecting people every plot we go to? You got one that's dealing with arts and crafts, and now you got one that does dealing with the games and stuff. Well, at least this one's a royal.
Do I need to
All the
limit
women are falling in love with you, god damn it.
Do I need to limit myself for some social construct reason?
I'm not falling in love with her.
We never did before.
I kissed you on the mouth.
I didn't even know you were a woman.
Wait, are you talking to me? Oh, come on. Look at me. I have feminine wiles.
I literally was thinking the
And
phrase
bare
feminine wiles.
birthing hips.
Everyone take a luck point for this ridiculous interaction. I'm not even going to discriminate who gets it. You all get it.
I really like to comment, but I just don't want to risk hurting or offending the wrong parties. Work it, ladies. Work it.
I plan to work the ladies.
Via's starting to
Damn, that's hot.
sashay
I mean,
her way
cool.
behind the house to the double doors.
Yeah, and there's a very
How high is-
convenient set of double doors that would have made it so you didn't have to do anything but duck to get inside.
Ethan, how high is the roof?
Like I said, the entire building is about 6.5 feet tall, which means if you're 7
Oh, so I
feet
could just
tall, you
reach
can
up and
literally...
climb.
Yeah, while standing outside, you can literally look down at the roof.
Nice.
I'm gonna go over to Glean.
Anyone else heading with Otto as Otto starts to head that direction?
I'll go.
Okay. Otto and Kieren, as the two of you start to head that way, could both of you make me perception checks, and Otto, could you make me another history check, this one with advantage?
Wait,
Again?
So perception check for both of you, and then history check with advantage for Otto.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
hey, well, first off, 18 with the perception, and I can't, for the life of me, remember who this person is. Like the name sounds familiar, but I just can't. I'm saying this to Kieren, the guy. I can't remember. It sounds familiar.
It felt like held you by your feet and shook you around. Would that help your memories fall back into your brain? Because it really can't help in this situation. I have no idea who this Glean is.
No, I think I have enough blood rushing to my head in the last couple of days to warrant. I'm good on that.
Fair. How about this? I'll go up and introduce myself so it doesn't look embarrassing if you know them and just don't remember them.
Fair. I'll take that. I'll
I'll
make
do
that
it.
bet.
Kieren and Otto, as you start to approach this individual, slender and, like I said, standing at this rocky outcropping, the sun, the thunderclouds overhead are gray but not blocking the sun much right now. But with an 18 and a dirty 20 on perception, both of you notice something. This individual has no shadow. And as you start to approach, your footsteps crunching in the snow, the individual turns to face you, and you see that this individual looks elven, or one of the cousin species, slightly lilac skin with pointed ears and a deep green mane of hair, but it isn't either of those things that catches your attention as much as the mask that she is wearing. It is a silvery white mask that covers from the bridge of her nose up to her hairline, and then around that, in that same silvery white material, is the shape of a crescent moon. And Otto, you know exactly where you recognize the name. And it wasn't the name that brought the memory back. It was that mask. Because you've seen that mask on old banners and advertisements at the Witchlight Carnival. Specifically for an act that was there and left before you even joined. But it was a two-person act. Glimmer and Gleam. The Selenelian twins. They were an enormous draw, twin sisters. And this figure turns and looks at the two of you as you approach, and beneath that silvery moon mask, just pits of black eyes. But even from those pits, you get a feeling of intense loss radiating from this individual. Oh. Hello there. And that's where we will pick up next time. Great session, everybody! What a wonderful one to, I believe, close out the year on. What a fantastic session. Thank you all so much for being here. The 6 of you for telling this story. For all of you in the chat for being here as we tell it. I want to give these wonderful people an opportunity to let you know where you can find them. But before we do, don't go anywhere, you all on the stream, so that we can raid. But let's go ahead and go in reverse order. Sally, what you up to and where can we find you?
Hey you guys, I'm Sally Quinn Creations everywhere, so just look for me there. I have Etsy shop and all the fun stuff. We're doing lots of different paintings and everything, and we're also going to be hanging out on Christmas. So come and hang out with us, and thank you so much, Ethan, for a great story.
Thank you. Sarah.
Any of my username, it's all the same things as Califrac. You're not going to find much on there. I am, or horribly, I am a chronic lurker.
Next on our list, Mav.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black on the internet here. You can find me here on Twitch at digitalclubhousetv, and here playing and throwing some dice. But I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to play some more Fortnite because it's Winterfest time and to celebrate one of my homies' birthdays, Ghost Body. And yeah. And then I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be Christmas Eve, and we will be playing some more Dispatch. So there you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Such a fun game.
Melon.
Hey, chat, smile.
Nice.
I blinked.
That's probably all of what Morgan's got for us. So, Joe.
Hi guys, I'm Joe. You can find me on Etsy at Terrible Trio Crafts. I'm currently running a 20% off sale through the 1st of January, and then I am hoping to be able to shut down the shop for a little while and take a very much deserved break, which I might be starting up a little bit of video game streaming during. So you can watch me play 2 Point Museum and other cozy, stupid games. Fingers crossed, at least. So if you want to get some super cool roly click clacks, get in on that before the new year, because I make them all by hand in my living room, and it helps me feed my 12 cats.
I don't even think that's an exaggeration on the number.
Nope.
Lauren, bring us home.
Austrian.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm cosplaying and modeling and doing silly things and trying to uplift other people and myself through the magic of puppetry. And I'm also streaming gaming and I'm rolling dice. So I'm just like everywhere doing everything. I'm
so talented.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm just
So beautiful. How do you?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, bye.
My name is Ethan, and you can find me as the other half of Thousand Faces. We do a lot at Thousand Faces, from, like Lauren said, cosplaying, TTRPG, all of that. And there are a lot of cool things coming in 2026. More charity games with more guests, redesigning our YouTube page, all of that. So just remember, you can follow all the TTRPG stuff that we do on Go Buff Yourself. That is YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, everywhere. You can also find more just by looking for Thousand Faces Cosplay. And if you want my TTRPG content advice specifically, check out the Buff DM. But part of the rework that'll be coming in 2026 is making sure we have all of that under one umbrella on YouTube, especially, so it'll be easy to find. For right now, you can find everything on our YouTube, Thousand Faces Cosplay, and anywhere Go Buff Yourself. I'm going to go ahead and get this raid started. We're going to raid into a first session of a new campaign. Let's go ahead and give them some love on their first session. Thank you all again so much for being here. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this, give a follow, tell your friends, whatever. Every little bit helps, especially with independent creators. Until we see you next time, friends, happy holidays. Be good to yourselves.
Be good to yourself. It's a hard time sometimes.
Hey,
So be
Ethan,
good to you
as a
and
sign off, can you give us a big old flex?
Well, I mean, we can always do that. But be good to yourselves. Find the joy in whatever the holiday season looks like for you. We love you, and until we see you in 2026, stay wild, friends. Bye, y'all. And we